the session as well. Then just log in into my GCP console. Okay, so yesterday we have been initiated the class with monitoring. What is monitoring? What is the role of it? What is the use of it? So everything we have discussed it yesterday. So today we can implement how we can enabling the monitoring for any kind of applications basically, or any kind of infrastructure where we can see that basically. So let me explain the scenarios today. Today what we can do. Why this is new? Okay, today what we can do. So our scenario is we can create one virtual machine. Okay, on top of this virtual machine we can install some kind of a web server. Web server means it can be anything like Apache server, an example. Okay, Apache server along with some kind of a PHP project. Then we have to enable monitoring for this application, because I need to get a alert if my web server is not properly responded or down, or my VM is shut down. Then my alert mechanism has to be enabled, and it has the email notification has to be sent to my registered email ID along with as well as to my SMS, means support team in your mobile SMS has to be sent it. That is my today's main agenda about to implement this particular scenario here. So in this part, VM, you know very well how we can create. I can explain you, of course, in the last time also, we have installed web server. Today also I would like to install, because last time I have deleted it. And we can implement the email notification and SMS kind of a configuration in order to enable of your particular infrastructure or web server monitoring. So let's go without delay. If I want to install VM, of course, inside the compute engine, go to your VM instances here. So click on create instances. Here VM name you can give Apache server VM. Then I'm following the by default reason and zone. I'm taking as a virtual machine as a general purpose only, nothing much complicated. And of course, these steps are very well, because we have done a lot of times. And I'm allowing HTTP traffic here because my web server has to be hosted over the internet. So just simply create it. So my VM is deploying now in US central location. It's deployed now. So let's connect to our Linux machine, because you have to install your Apache server here. So you have to connect into your virtual machine. Then we have to execute our commands for deploying of Apache server. Yeah, I have successfully logged into my Linux machine here. And 1 minute, guys. Sorry guys, an important part. Okay, so just now I logged into my virtual machine here. Just try to execute your commands in order to deploy your Apache server. So this is my packages I about to install for my, last time we have done Apache server, right? So I'm just installing my packages here. And this is the command for installing Apache server. If you see here, sudo is nothing but a root command. Sudo space apt-get install my Apache 2 php -5. So I'm installing all my, these are the Google commands only. I mean, normal commands only in order to deploy any kind of installing any kind of Apache server here in the Linux machine. So my PHP is, application is about to installing here for downloading all packages. So once it's downloaded, just simply you have to use curl command. Curl command means if you want to enable any kind of your data, not data, if you want to install, if you see here, curly space minus smallest and capital S, capital O, and you have to install monitoring agent here because I installed just now my application here, but it has monitor has to be captured in the sense agent has to be installed here. For that, we are using curl command. So by using of curl command, we can install our agent. Without this, monitoring will not enable for your application. So just try to, this is standard command only, nothing much here. Then we can sudo it for agent in order to install our cloud monitoring tool here. So it is installing now. Agent is about to install. I think so. It's done. Now the last thing is I need to download my agent package as well. So I'm sudoing for my agent package. This is the final command. You see here, installing agent for Debian or Ubuntu means Linux operating system. So let's say if you want to install another application, you might have different kind of packages. So any application team will give it to you. So once you get these kind of commands, an agent you have to download it by using of curl command. If your customer will be providing agent and all software, so by the help of curl command, you can download it from the customer's software location. Then you can try to execute similar kind of commands. Sorry. Once it is done, then please go back to your GCP console. Just go back to your GCP console. Then where is my monitoring? Under tools. Under tools, sorry, not under tools, options. Where is my options? Yeah, under operations, and just go to monitoring. So if you see here, yesterday we are just discussing about infrastructure integration and just kind of a matrices that, but today we need to enable my alert mechanism. So here 2 points we have to learn. One is uptime checks and alerting here. Uptime checks in the sense, whatever I have deployed application means we have to know, we have to enable monitoring kind of thing for what kind of a things. So in my case, it is application server, nothing but the Apache server. So once Apache server is installed, I need to add it into my monitoring. Otherwise, it cannot be happen in the integration here, right? So that is why once my application is ready, oh, I forget one thing. I need to check whether my application is up and running. So just go back to your VM instances. Then check your application. If you see here, my Apache page is ready now. The simple Apache page is ready. I mean, my application is up and running here generally. So here my application is ready. Then again, you have to go back to your operations, go to your monitor. and go to uptime checks. Once you create your uptime checks, what is uptime checks in the sense? In this area, I can add my any application. Now, in my case, it's only Apache. In your real time, you might be have different kind of applications. So I need to add into my monitoring part here. For that purpose, we have to click create app check, give some Apache server monitoring. Click on next. Of course, my Apache is the HTTP protocol. Of course, I'm using instance about my VM. This is my VM, right? In this VM only, I have installed my Apache server and check frequency. Every 1 minute, this uptime keep on checking to your application and give the output here. Output in the sense whether your virtual machine is up and running, yeah, it is got stuck, or it is a shutdown status, your website is not properly working. Then based accordingly, if you have any error, if it is any errors, then it will raise an incident basically. So every 1 minute, the frequency of my hits is in terms of checking, that is 1 minute here. So we can do 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes also. For enterprise applications, we have in the seconds also. But since these are free, they're giving only 4 options, 1, 5, 10, 50. But for enterprise or pay as you go on subscription, we have in the seconds also. So every second also it will hit it, every 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and 30 seconds also, it will hit to my application and it will give the health, it will check the health status. If health is not good, definitely it has to be send the trigger mechanism by using of SMS or by using of email notification. So just click on it and the server response time is within 10 seconds. The server response will give alert mechanism. And logs check failures. If checking log failures, then automatically alerts and notification has to be sent. For what? Apache server monitoring uptime failure. Duration 1 minute. And coming to notification channels, we have a alert and admin check. Okay, we have a alert and admin check. So let's click on these two and click on OK. Just click on create. But here one thing, how SMS and email notification automatically populated here. If you go alerting inside here, click on alerting inside. 1 second. It's still coming. Yeah, now it's just now created. Just go all policies here. Not this. I want to show you alerting means we need to enable our email and SMS mechanism. Not here. This is dashboards. This is services. This is the only alert. Yeah, this is the edit notification. Yeah, if you click on edit notification, if you see here email, I have already configured, so that's why it is showing like this. And this is SMS. Okay, so this is my email. I can change it. Let me give my demo email. And display name, you can give any name. Let's say alert email. Okay. This here you need to configure your email ID and SMS. You have to give your mobile number here. Alert SMS. So I already verified my mobile number here, but first time you people are doing practice, right? Then what happened, it will send some verification code here. Okay. So let me click on my verification code here one more time. First, in order to show you, it is asking verification code. Let me check in my mobile. Still verification is not received. Just wait for some time. Yeah, just now I have received my verification code. I will post in WhatsApp, okay, in our WhatsApp group 139374. Let me post it into our WhatsApp group. Just go through it. 1 minute. I'm posting into our WhatsApp group. Yeah, you will get that kind of, I posted in our WhatsApp about the message, the same verification code I have put to verified here. So once it is verified, then only in the uptime checks, if you go edit, this alert notification populated here. If you test it, run the checks, yeah, response time is 200 here. Means whatever I have configured, at least testing part is okay now. Still, we haven't done the live example here. At least responded with 200 means it's a success. Means at least whatever we have done the configurations, it is good. So whatever I have configured, alert may don't get another, okay. Whatever I have configured, then it is coming under as a email and notification for Apache server monitoring here. So if you see here, my VM is completely green now, but no alerts will alert. When alerts will alert actually, if something is wrong. Let's say, let me open one more tab here in order to check my monitoring. So let's go to my VM. Where is my VM? Go to in another browser. So click on Apache server. If you see here, still my application is decent. So that's why if you go to my object under alert mechanism, we won't see any kind of alerts. Till now, incidents are zero, nothing. Incidents occurrence are very zero. We have written one alert policy, that is this policy. Whenever my application or VM failure, then alert has to be sent it. And this is very small graphical representation of presentation in order to checks basically under the part of uptime checks here. So go back. Let's shut down my virtual machine. Okay. I'm going to, sorry, not this. I'm going to shut down my virtual machine. Once I stop my virtual machine, automatically my application will not work. Then alert mechanism and SMS mechanism has to be triggered. That is my ideal scenario here. Just stop your virtual machine. I'm going to stop my virtual machine. This is a negative scenario. So I'm forcefully creating a negative scenario here because I need to check the alerts. So once my application is stopped, once my VM is stops, then my application shouldn't open here. If I open my Apache website here, it is trying to loading. After some time, it will give connection timeout error, something like that. The web page will not open. Then once my application means here Apache service, if you see here, this site cannot be reached. Just go to your objects, alerting after 1 minute, means alert will happen after 1 minute because we have given the frequency time 1 minute along with 10 seconds, means totally after 1 minute 10 seconds, incident has to be fired and email and SMS notification has to be triggered. Now it is 10:25, wait for some till 10:26 or 27 like that. So till that we can keep on, let me open my Gmail as well. Whatever I have configured, I have to check it. So let me open my email. Yeah, this is my email, whatever I have configured in the monitoring tab. So this is basically my email here. Let's see. Once incident is available here, then we can go and check. Till it's 10:26. But how many seconds, even though I didn't remember. Wait for some time. Yeah, if you see here, incident fired, right? If you see here, incident fired, what happened? Apache server morning uptime failure and uptime check deployment. This is my project name. Apache server is failing here. If you see the incident summary here, so it is clearly sending all information like in this part, VM is checking past and there is acknowledgement incident. Yeah, if you see here, Apache server is failure, acknowledged by my email ID, duration 45 seconds. From each and information it is telling here. Just go back to your email ID. If you see here, Google Cloud failure of uptime check ID. So failure of uptime check ID, Apache server is monitoring what is summarized March 31st along with timestamp under the project, as per this policy, as per this condition, observed. I think this observed is 5 seconds only. This is metric pass. It means this is all kind of information it is giving. Just click on view incident here. So when you get an email ID to your support engineering team, you have to proactively involve in this incident, and you have to. Sorry guys, last 10 seconds we lost network, right? Hello?
Yes. Even the screen is not visible.
Okay, I lost my net. So sometimes interesting concepts suddenly network will go. Okay, now is it visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Where are we? Did you see my Gmail notification here? Till that part you have captured, right?
Yes.
Okay. So just click on view incident here, and simply it will route to your incident board here, whatever, just now we have seen, right? So, oh my God, let's take another page. Okay, let me go to my page only. So this the same page, whatever we have seen now, then it will show you your incident name along with your thing here. And let me check my mobile as well, whether I received the SMS or not. Yeah, I received the SMS now. What is that? Alert uptime checks failed on development project 341706 Apache server VM. Let me do copy paste over your WhatsApp group. That means whatever I have configured, both are working fine, at least according to the situation. So I just pasted alert message, whatever I had received to my email, sorry, my mobile, and email already shows. Then SMS I have sent it to you just now. Just try over the WhatsApp. Just try to see that WhatsApp actually. Sorry, SMS. So now how we can do fix this issue? So of course we have to check the logs. Sometimes you might be restart the Apache server. Here simply it is very straightforward. VM is not at all available. So it is very simple. Simply you can go and start your virtual machine. But sometimes your virtual machine is running fine, but still your Apache server is not responding in the sense. Sometimes you have to go logs. You know very well how we can go the logs and checks and everything, right? So like that way you have to go check logs and troubleshoot it. If everything is fine, then sometimes restarts, sometimes maybe Apache server restarts, kind of a troubleshoot. You have to do that. So let me, how we can clear the incident first. So just go and start your machine here. That is troubleshooting we are doing right now. Because now this is forcefully I have created, that is fine. But if it doesn't know what exactly happened, then it's very difficult, right? So by the experience, it will come automatically. But here in case I know I stopped only my machine, so that is why my web application is not working. But if you don't know if someone stops or VM is up and running, but still your application is not running, so based on the logs and troubleshooting, you have to analyze the issue. We have to fix this incident as soon as possible based on priority. I explained you what is priority: priority 1, priority 2, priority 3, priority 4. Based on that time, your incident time like 3 hours, 8 hours, 24 hours, 7 days. If it is P1, you have to respond proactively within 15 minutes. If it is P2, you have to proactively respond in within 1 hour at least, not a fix, but at least you have to respond proactively. Respond is most important. Fix is not important for P1, P2s. Response time is most important over the email communication or something like that. Otherwise, supply chain management team will ask you proactively why you are not responded within timeline, because that's the SLS basically. So we cannot, bypass our SLS. If it is P3, we have a 1 day time. If it is P4, we have a 7 days time. I think so. My VM is up and running now because its status is green. Let's go. At least my application is up now. See, automatically my incident is acknowledged here. and let me refresh it. If you see here, now my incident is went for 0 actually. Okay. If you go uptime checks, oh, still it is showing red. Let's wait for some time. From 10:25 to 10:28, application was down. If you see here, Apache Singapore was showing some spike here, means there is no data transaction happening because application itself is not available between some 10:25 to 10, almost 8 minutes, right? Like that way, we have to check if we see current status, still it is showing red only. Let's wait for some time because uptime checks will take around 1 minute, right? As I mentioned, it will take every 1 minute only. It will check the health of your particular application, whatever we have configured inside the uptime check here. So we need to wait for some time, then let's see. So in the meanwhile, can someone post your email ID and SMS notification, because I want to check one more time with a different email ID, different SMS, please. In the chat box, if you don't mind, don't give personal email IDs, just give formal email IDs only. But anyhow, I'm not asking any kind of passwords here. Just your mobile number and your normal Gmail ID or any ID, any ID like that. I need to change my alert mechanism to different Gmail ID and SMS notification. Then we can try to one more practice because it's the most important. I mean, functionally, like monitoring kind of a thing is the most important. Let's see for some time. Oh, nobody is not posting any Gmail ID. Okay. Yeah, please share the mobile number as well. Okay, thanks, sir. I will configure this thing once my uptimes are available. Yeah, 3 things are up. I'm waiting for one more.
The first mail ID is incorrect. Basically, I just made a typo there. And the second thing which I mentioned, that's the right one.
Okay, sure.
All right.
Fine. Let's copy this. Go to your alerting, edit notification channels, and I'm just replacing. Here we are using just practical purpose. We are using our email IDs, but in the real time, you might use your distributed list. Distributed list means we have a cloud engineering team, right? So cloud engineering team, we might have distributed list, means common email ID, as I said yesterday, right? So in that time, we have to mention that particular DL actually. So click on save it, and coming to, yeah, so in the real time also, you no need to give any kind of a personal mobile number. Company will give you dedicated support team duty guard. We are calling as a duty guard. Basically, the person who is doing duty guard, they will give you company's very good phone along with SIM card as well. So we cannot use our personal phones when we are working with the supporting projects. So they will give you dedicated iPhone or something like that. Or for our case, they are giving dedicated iPhone only. So like that way, a company will provide you. So Sayed, you might be received some kind of record. So can you please send it to me? Oh no, sorry, still I haven't. Wait, sorry, still I haven't updated the phone number.
Yes. I didn't get any.
Yeah. I thought that I might be updated. Okay, recent verification code. Okay. So let me verify it. Yeah, I think so. It's configured. Let's go again. I supposed to be its application is up and running. So let me shut down, stop my virtual machine. So it is showing green only. Once it is stops, then after 1 minute, my objects will keep on trying to check the health status of my application server. Then based on the status, if it is not available within 1 minute, sorry, within 10 seconds, it will respond by triggering of incident via email and SMS, whatever we have configured under notification channel. So my application is down now. Down in the sense it is not available. Still it is trying to load in the page. Yeah, so my website is, I mean, my application is not able to reach as expectations. So after now is at 10:39. So after 60 or 70 seconds, incident has to be triggered. Let's go and do monitor. So still there are no incidents. Let me refresh the page and wait for some time. I think so. Incident is raised now.
Yeah, I got the message. Bro.
Okay. You have received the message, right? So
Yes, I have forwarded that in group.
yeah, I saw it. So please try to check the Gmail as well.
Yeah, once again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it through mail as well.
Okay, great, super.
Do you want me to forward that?
No need, because
Okay.
yeah, no need. Otherwise, yeah, it's nothing much important. Means just casual email only. So when you're doing the practice also, you might receive it for each member. So you can try to do lab, then you might be received this kind of alerts. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, when I'm trying to open that incident, it is popping out an error that I'm unable to find the resource in question because I don't have the admin rights because it is your project, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. But in the real time, definitely we'll have the all access. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Because this is my subscription, right? So
Correct.
that is why it is not able to get it. Okay, so like that way, we have to proactively monitoring about this. But whatever we have done till now, it is completely belongs to under the GCP console kind of a monitoring. Basically, means Google whatever is providing by using our agent, we are enabling monitoring. Whatever we have, we are using the all resources. But if you see the alerting, still we have another options as well. Let me go to edit notification. You might see pager duty services. You might have, this is the beta version. You can ignore the beta version. Slack. You know Slacks, right? Many of the people may be using Slacks in the organization. Slack is a kind of a team meeting, basically. Yeah, Skype like that kind of that. I mean, it's nothing but a chat notifications or chatting notifications or chatting tool basically. And webhooks and email SMS we have configured. Cloud, pub, and subscribe them. So in the real time, maybe Slack also will configure. Slack in the sense, it's kind of a team meeting. If you see the team meeting, this is my Microsoft Teams, right? Like that way, Slack also one of the tool. So once any alert is triggered, automatically the person who is working as a duty guard, so it will receive a notification over the Slack as well, if company is using. If they are not at all using, the main part is email and SMS is most important. And you cannot forget also SMS, email is the most important, basically. And webhooks means this is the third party monitoring integration tools. Third party in the sense, let's say now we are using GCP console here. Sometimes what happened, I don't know, today my whiteboard is completely changes. I don't know what happened. Let me reopen it. It's completely changed actually. I don't know. Yeah. So in the real time, what happened? So maybe some companies means who like more than MNC level 4 or 5 level companies, they are using third party monitoring tool. Third party monitoring tool. They will not showing interest to GCP because they want to put more burden on GCP kind of a consoles because they should have for monitoring purpose, we should have maintained dedicatedly third party integration tool. For that purpose, we have a lot of third party monitoring tools like Datadog, okay, Datadog, like Riverbed. These are the more reputed ones. Apart from this, we have a lot of things in the market because majority of the vendors, they are providing majority of the monitoring tools. These are the third party tools. Datadog is very reputed cloud tool. This is very cloud tool, very good for monitoring. In my organization also, we are using Datadog only. So Riverbed is kind of a, recently it's outdated because data DD, we are calling as a DD is overcome by Riverbed actually. Okay, means replace it, not replace it. Earlier Riverbed was very awesome tool, but once DD come to the picture, then Riverbed is outdated nowadays market. But still, if customer is using, then you can use it. But don't bother about that. They will use by the using of this webhook. Webhooks means if any kind of a third party, if you want to add it by using of this monitoring team will configure this kind of a third party installation tool here. But don't worry, if you're when you join into your organization, if they're using any third party tool, they will give you minimum 5 to 7 days training sessions because అందరికీ అన్ని టూల్స్ రావాలని రూల్ ఏం లేదు. Everybody don't want to get each and everything because in the market is very wider, so you no need to learn each and everything is very difficult. You can say in the interview, I know very good with GCP console kind of a monitoring enabling. In my organization we are using GCP we will handling the monitoring by using of GCP console only. So if anybody third party tools if you are using, if I get a chance, then I can do learn and I can implement it like that, you can say simply. Okay, so that is the way how we can do monitoring. It's just for about Apache server. So in the real time you might have a lot of applications, live applications and everything, right? So we can do have enabling monitoring. And when you are doing Azure Kubernetes cluster, just give Azure AKS instance. Today I have given VM instances, right? You can give AKS instance because I have deleted a couple of days before because it feels around 10,000 rupees of my pocket. So once you are doing AKS cluster, so just try to enable monitoring and try to check your application status, because when you are doing AKS, we have deployed a couple of applications by using of Nginx controllers and all those stuff, right? So you can try to use enable monitor for a couple of applications and try to do similar kind of a negative scenarios. Then let's see the output here. Okay, so that is it for monitoring basically. Of course, it's a functional, not much technical, but still configurations and implementations as a part of support cloud engineering team. This part also very important. In the higher organizations, monitoring team is dedicatedly, they have a dedicatedly monitoring team, but in the average kind of MNC companies, you have to take care of everything if you get a chance. So like that way, we can do monitoring kind of a session. And I think so I covered almost marketing, but almost 80 to 90%. So next, from tomorrow onwards, we do have a discussion. Sorry, we do have an initiate by Terraform, most important. And if I have a time, Jenkins also, I will try to give one example if we have a time, right? So definitely these two parts are most important in the regular wise or projects wise and technical discussions wise also. So tomorrow I will start, using a whiteboard. Oh, I closed it. So tomorrow I will start the Terraform basically. Today I will give some brief introduction about what is Terraform and all those stuff. So basically Terraform is a kind of a third-party tool basically. So you forget now monitoring is over. Okay. So now come to some fresh mind, and this is the new thing completely about Terraform. Terraform is a third-party tool, or third-party tool, or I can say third-party language, or anything you can call, because some people are calling tools, some people are calling as a declarative programming, some people calling as a third-party automate tool. So people are calling in different manners. So basically a third-party tool means third-party vendor, and Terraform is maintained by HashiCorp basically. So by using of Terraform, the beauty of this mainly automate. Till now, what we have done in the context of automate, we have done applications. Sometimes we have done VMs. Sometimes we have done storage accounts, I mean buckets. And sometimes VPC also we have done automation for one of the scenario. And what else? We have done app engine automation. Means when we are doing CI/CD concepts, all things we have done automatically. Means if anybody check in the code, the trigger has to be enabled. If something, my provisioning is happening to my VM template, then VM virtual machine has to be automated like that. But now complete infrastructure has to be automated. That is my requirement from my customer perspective. My customer perspective, complete my infrastructure, it has to be do automate as IaaC, infrastructure as a code. Sorry, it is not clear. IaaC, not as. Infrastructure as a service is different. Infrastructure as a code is different. Don't confuse. Okay. Infrastructure as a service is kind of a cloud computing type, like PaaS, as SaaS, right? But as is not a cloud service basically. Infrastructure as a code is a term where we can use in order to automate of your infrastructure here. Let's say I have a CI/CD pipeline. This CI/CD pipeline we have been configured manually in a lot of scenarios, lot of labs. But my customer is expecting this CI/CD kind of a thing has to be do automate. Otherwise, let's say we are creating virtual machines. These virtual machines also has to be do automate by using of any kind of a tool. But nowadays Terraform is the most important because this is a very flexible, very declarative language and very understandable, nothing much logic here. Then and reputed things also. Of course, we have a Ansible, we have a playbooks as well, we have a Python as well, but those are all programming languages. No, nowadays nobody will not, like to write lengthy piece of codes, right? Very simple manner, and you have to do automate of your infrastructure, automate of your applications as well. So that's why recently 3 or 4 years, since 3 or 4 years, Terraform is introduced in the market. So since it's a very declarative language, it's not kind of a programming language, it's a very declarative language. So this tool is across the global level, it's very populated basically. But why again automate here? In the sense, just assume that I don't know where is my new page, new goal, notes. This is notes. Okay. Then entire. Okay, which is fine. Yeah, somehow I managed. Sorry. Yeah. Why in the sense? Let's say I have one production server, production setup on the GKE, means Google Kubernetes engine. Just assume that you might be use a app engine, cloud functions, anything you can use that. But this production server is completely what I can say, hangs, and it's got corrupted. It's got corrupted. It could be any reason, because anything will happen in the hardware. Anything will happen with the virtual machine. We don't. It doesn't matter how much you take care of it, but anytime anything will happen. So in the worst case, if your production configurations completely corrupted due to some reason, then within the short time, how we can manage how we can roll back your productions. Of course, we have a backups, we have a restoring, we have everything, but simply if configurations are missing, how you can track it, how many virtual machines are there, how many storage buckets are there, what kind of a configurations are, how you remember each and everything, because this cluster setup has made by manual each and everything, because once corrupted, nothing is there. We can do we can do backups and we can do restore, that is secondary. But in the within short time, how can you roll back your production setup, whatever it was working in fine position? By using of these automation concepts, simply you can do your provision within 5 to 10 minutes, even though it is corrupted, even though your infra is gone, even though anything is gone, because all configuration I will write inside my Terraform scripts. Whatever I have written, all configurations, whatever I have done for this production setup, then I can manage in Terraform files basically. Even though it is corrupted, simply I can run my Terraform script, automation script, simply I can bounce back to working state. So like that way, we have a lot of advantages by using of infrastructure as a code. That is why nowadays companies are using this kind of a setups, because they don't, if we have this kind of a setup, then customer is very happy, because even though in the worst case, customer is very happy, even though in the negative scenarios, even though worst situations, still we have a very good kind of a best kind of a framework where we can do provision our all kind of any services or resources in the GCP by using of this kind of a automation. So this kind, one of the Terraform is one of the best reputed kind of a tool, how we can do that. So tomorrow I can start Terraform. I can explain you what is Terraform, what are the things are there, what are the functionalities are there, how we can do automate modules for our infrastructure, how we can do write modules for our application, what kind of a commands are available, very small commands, only 4 or 5 commands. So don't bother about that. Only 4 or 5. Terraform init, Terraform apply, Terraform destroy, Terraform apply -f. I think so there is one more command I will need to recall. Hardly 4 or 5 commands only available, not available. Out of 10 to 15 commands, 5 to 6 commands only where you are regularly keep on using as a part of practices and all that, and implementations as well. So I will tell you advantages. I can explain you what is the Terraform, how it is looking like, what is the role of automation in the GCP concept and everything. And after that, slowly we can start implementation of labs as well. Much interesting, okay, and also important as well. So tomorrow I will start it freshly because today I don't want to go now because I have short of time. I have only 10 minutes time or 5 to 7 minutes time only. I don't want to start it because this is the big concepts, and from tomorrow I can start freshly Terraform, and please try to attend properly and with fresh mind, and very important topic I can say. After Terraform, we have a still Jenkins as well. So if you have time, definitely we can do have discussions as well. That's it guys for today. Any questions so far? I will be here for next couple of minutes. Then we can wrap up the call for today. So I uploaded recording sessions as well till yesterday. So today also I will recording this session. Sorry, I will upload this session. Just try to do practice here. We are almost in second half, right? So try to do practices as per time schedule, as per your convenience. Okay, guys, thanks and have a nice day. Tomorrow we'll connect.